Welcome to the Health, Balance, Wellness channel, your oasis of peace. Today I want to tell you about a supplement that is extraordinarily effective in combating the symptoms of arthritis and improving the quality of life of those who suffer from it. Contrary to what you might think, it is not vitamin D, even though this is an exceptional substance with multiple health benefits. The supplement I will tell you about today is within everyone's reach. It is cheap, easily available, and can offer results comparable to those of anti-inflammatory drugs available in pharmacies. Before going forward, I ask you to support our work. Arthritis is a very debilitating disease that causes pain and marked stiffness in the joints. Often, this condition is accompanied by a state of chronic inflammation, which makes movement difficult and painful. To relieve these symptoms, most people turn to anti-inflammatory drugs. However, prolonged use of these medications can lead to unwanted side effects, particularly at the gastrointestinal level. In the most serious cases, even cortisone is used, a very powerful but also very aggressive drug, which can generate a long series of problems if used for prolonged periods. That's why finding a natural, effective, and safe solution would be a dream come true for those who live with this disease. And the good news is that a natural alternative really does exist. Before revealing what it is, let's take a quick step back to better understand which options have been most commonly recommended to date. In the treatment of arthritis, in addition to drugs, some supplements are often suggested. Among the most well-known are glucosamine and chondroitin, two natural components of articular cartilage. The idea behind their use is to help regenerate damaged cartilage or, at least, slow down its degeneration. Unfortunately, scientific studies conducted on these two supplements have yielded conflicting results. Not only because products of variable quality have often been used, but also because, in one of the largest studies ever conducted by the American National Institute of Health, it was seen that neither glucosamine nor chondroitin seemed to offer significant benefits compared to placebo or anti-inflammatories. In practice, many people taking glucosamine achieved improvements similar to those observed by taking a simple sugar tablet or water. Another supplement that has received attention is omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 are known for their strong anti-inflammatory properties, and several studies, including a 2017 systematic review, have confirmed that these nutrients can effectively reduce inflammation, joint swelling, and improve motor function, especially in patients with knee osteoarthritis. A renowned American researcher has even suggested that, in cases of moderate arthritis, it would be preferable to start a treatment based on omega-3 rather than immediately resorting to drugs. These fatty acids are abundant in oily fish such as sardines and mackerel, but are also found in fish oils in the form of supplements. If you are vegetarian or vegan, do not worry, there are excellent plant-based alternatives such as chia seeds, flax seeds, or supplements extracted from algae. But now let's get to the real protagonist of this discussion, curcumin. Curcumin is a natural compound found in turmeric, a spice widely used in Asian cuisine, particularly in India. In 2022, a group of Chinese scientists performed a systematic review analyzing over 30 studies on curcumin. The results were extraordinary. Curcumin was shown to be a powerful anti-inflammatory, with effects comparable to those of traditional drugs. How does curcumin work? This compound is able to reduce the production of several molecules that fuel inflammation in our body. In simple terms, curcumin helps to turn off the exaggerated immune response that causes pain and swelling. Not only that, this molecule also has direct effects on the joints. It works by normalizing the activity of synovial cells, those that produce joint fluid. When these cells are hyperactive, as often happens in arthritic subjects, an abnormal amount of inflammatory fluid is produced, which worsens the symptoms. Curcumin helps restore the correct functioning of these cells. But the positive effects of curcumin don't end there. The studies analyzed in the systematic review highlighted two very important clinical benefits. Reduction of C-reactive protein, CRP. CRP is an inflammatory marker produced by the liver. When the body is in a state of systemic inflammation, its levels increase significantly. Taking curcumin has been observed to significantly lower CRP levels, indicating a global decrease in inflammation. Decrease in rheumatoid factor. Rheumatoid factor is an abnormal antibody that, instead of fighting external infections, attacks the body's own tissues, fueling autoimmune diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis. Here too, regular intake of curcumin led to a measurable reduction in the levels of this antibody, slowing the progression of the disease. On the practical side, people who supplemented their diet with curcumin showed tangible improvements in clinical tests such as the DAS-28, which evaluates the condition of 28 joints, and the VAS, which measures pain and functionality during daily activities. In both cases, curcumin allowed patients to reduce pain, improve mobility, and make it easier to perform daily tasks such as getting up from a chair or climbing stairs. In summary, curcumin presents itself as an extremely effective natural alternative to combat joint inflammation, while reducing pain and disability. Of course, like any active substance, curcumin is not without risks. Even though it is a natural product, this does not mean that it can be taken without any precautions. Before starting any dietary supplement, it is always advisable to consult a doctor, especially if you are already taking medications. The effects of curcumin could in fact add to those of anti-inflammatory drugs, amplifying both the benefits and the potential risks. Another problem is that, unfortunately, the supplement market is not regulated with the same severity as that of drugs. It is therefore possible to buy low-quality products, which may contain insufficient doses of active ingredient or contaminants. For this reason, during the first weeks of taking it, it is good practice to carefully monitor your health, perhaps even performing blood tests under the supervision of a professional. It should be remembered that curcumin itself is poorly absorbed by the body. To improve its bioavailability, it is often associated with other molecules, such as piperine, extracted from black pepper. That's all for today. Thank you for following me to the end. Don't forget to take care of yourself in a conscious and informed way. If you find our content useful, subscribe to the channel, like it and activate the bell so you don't miss the next videos. See you soon, and thank you.